Why does it seem? I don't know. Fuck it. Let me check my check. All right. Like maybe 2 more hours left.
If he's injured, he must have left a trail with... friend's a strong word. More like friendly acquaintances. Guess we both felt the Herald's Rest was one of the few places that made us feel like real people. Couple of drinks and everyone's your friend in that moment. He's a good enough guy, I suppose. A little self-absorbed, spoiled. Growing up in a noble house probably does that to you. A little naive, too. He's got this friend, Bianca. She's crazy about him. But the guy's oblivious. And his friend Eggy? Guy needs to lay off the Koza. But I heard Varric let him in on his tab. That's gonna work out well. Blames his dad for everything, though. And I get it. Victor Vathal is not an easy man. He's just used to getting his way and the world revolving around him. When you're raised to be elder, that's bound to bring you up. So sometimes when hanging around with us peons, he forgets we have our own thoughts and opinions. Well, it's Victor we're talking about. But Varric can't see how much effort Victor puts into making sure his son has all the tools he needs to take over. He'll go on these rants of Victor drilling him on scenarios. Stuff makes my brain hurt. But Varric talks about it like child's play. Hey. Always up for a chat. If you see any settlers, best to just keep it moving. Or shoot them.
There's a path here leading
One
up.
or the other.
Might be worth taking a look.
Considering all the blood, looks like he stopped here to patch himself up. He's heading northwest, though, so let's see where that takes us.
Oh yeah.
All systems go.
Got me!
Same rules apply to mushrooms and alien plants. Don't touch them unless they're pre-packaged.
This unit, please do not frighten the brutes.
That's far enough, strangers. You want to tell me what you're doing on my property uninvited? Through here. You realize you're in the middle of nowhere. I can understand that, but I can't help you. The only people here are my partner Zen and our daughter Mila. No one comes
Can't say
around
husband.
here. We're isolated, and that's the way we like it. That's a generous...
Irina, are you sure you know what you're doing?
Zen. Yes, I know. Never mind my partner. They're just overly cautious. As
It's a
I
woman.
said, we're isolated
Was a
out
man.
here. We keep to ourselves. But
That's gotta be Varric.
it's too coincidental. It must have been him. He had a pretty bad injury, but we were able to patch him up. He didn't want to stick around, though. Once he felt better, we sent him north. There's a
Where's he from?
long abandoned growth farm we felt he
Bro, I
could
kinda
make
think Gilbert
use
Scroat.
of. He claimed he lost everything in the incident that swallowed half of Dasra. He wanted to start a new life. We even gave him 2 of our own groats to get started. You're welcome, and if you find him, give...
If you are in need of supplies, I suggest speaking with the nearby humans.
been a minute since I stretched the old legs. Nothing going on out here. How about you? Find anything? Never thought of Varric as the deer. Sounds like it's a waiting game then.
It seems I have uninvited guests. You want to explain yourself?
Whoa, 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 hey, it's me. Dang. Put the gun down already.
It's not you I'm concerned about. It's your friends.
Hey, don't look at me. I'm not the one in charge here.
I wish I could say I was pleased to meet you, but something tells me this isn't a social call. Please, if you're here on my father's orders. I am not sure how familiar you are with our culture, but all I've ever wanted was the right to choose. I was born House Vithal. I was raised to inherit the role of elder, to run the Ministry of State, to worship the Great Serpent. But I want none of it.
With House Vithal? Easier said than done.
I know what it's like to have a legacy haunt you, but I can't compete with that.
It's never mattered how much I tried to reason with him. My father simply would not let me go. His pride and the fear of what it would mean for House Vithal is all he cares about. That's the issue. As far as my father's concerned, he's the most supportive parent out there, giving me all the tools and teachings I need to inherit House Vithal and assume the reins of the Ministry of State. I'm the ungrateful. All I want is to make my own life. Something Tane understood and was willing to.
The credits help too. But yeah, guess you got the whole scoop now. Yeah. I needed a way to find him once he got outside the city. I lost my ship to the incident, so I didn't want Varric running off thinking I was also out all the credits he was gonna pay me. That's where you came. I figured, why not two for the price of one?
So, now you know my true intentions for leaving, and given the circumstances, I may be. My hope now is to make the best of it. I suppose I owe you that much. The truth is, the Scaled Citadel was the last straw. My people are so blinded by faith and politics, they don't see how it's destroying us. Anasko Varun eliminated half our population in the blink of an eye. My sister Vashti among them. I could no longer live in a society that won't put its people first. That would destroy itself in the name of a god that has done nothing for us. Especially when that faith leads to hate. I hope you can see why I want to walk away from all this. To start my own life. I ask that you give me that chance. Anything. Name it. My ring. Vashti gave it to me. It's all I have left of her since the Cataclysm. The disaster took every physical reminder of her except for this ring. Just wiped her from existence.
Oh.
True. It's as if she's looking out for me. One last time. Take it. I'll find solace in the fact that the ring will remain with my family. And now I hope we are done here. Thank you for seeing reason. I owe you both my life and freedom.
Now that's over with. I'm gonna hang back here, talk to Varric a bit. Besides, I don't want to be around when you break the news to Victor. Do me a favor and find me at the Herald's Rest when you're done.
I owe you my life in more ways than...
Is this someone else's ship? I have to be like level 360 to unlock every fucking thing, right? Sorry, my fucking throat's hurting for some reason.
The serpent strikes down.
Let us speak. You're back. What news do you bring?
What have you done? Varric.
This blood is on your hands, Victor. I hope...
Let me see
Great Serpent keep you.
if I can. See if I can.
I pray the serpent still favors us.
Let us speak. You're back. What news do you bring?
What have you done? Varric.
This blood is on your hands.
What?
Great...
Let's see what happens if I do the third one. Like, doesn't matter.
To not fully dedicate
Is it done? You're back. What news do...
What have you done? Varric.
This blood is on your hands, Victor. I hope you remember this. And I clearly said exceptions should be made.
No, it was Varric's choice. He knew the consequences.
You were his father. You were supposed to protect him. You think you are doing what is right out of some blind dedication, but you are destroying this house. You already lost one child. You had to murder the other.
Victoria.
I will not hear any more of this. It is done. Leave us.
Oh, I am leaving to mourn my nephew whose memory you disgrace with your very presence.
Victoria!
Leave her be, Luther. The Great Serpent will guide her. She will understand in time and emerge stronger for it. She will. She has duties to perform. Ultimately, I care nothing for what you think. Now, only one matter remains to discuss. Did you find anyone who aided my son in his treachery? Good. I also have heard nothing of my son's disappearance, so I appreciate your discretion in this matter. You restored order to this house, and have my gratitude. Here, the access code that Ekris needs to connect to the power grid. Now go. I have much to arrange.
I don't blame you for what happened. I only wish you would have prevented it. If only you had allowed Varric to live. Great Serpent keep you.
Well, I can...
You do not have approval to trade with me.
Why? Why not?
Used to be a lot of government buildings around the Scaled Citadel.
Serpent's speed be with you, Vindicator. Ah, did Victor finally relinquish the access code? Ah, excellent. We'll finally have the resources to fully charge the morning device. Now, let's hope House Kadik is as forthcoming as the others.
Said to meet him where? I wonder if he's over here.
By now, you're probably tired of seeing this face. Me too. Huh. Glad we got that whole Varric business sorted. Whole thing was starting to be a real pain. So that's your plan, huh? Gassing me up. Anyway, seeing as I don't have a ship, I'm kind of out of it. So I was thinking, if you're looking for an extra hand, I got two. They both work well. But fair warning, I can't do all that moving around and trying new things, stuff that the kids do. Because fact is, I'm retired. Not from work, but life. Then we're on the same page. Oh, you ask anyone about Tain Salaver, and they'll tell you he's old and late. And I'm here to tell you that's only half true. I am old and lazy, but I'm okay with the gun. That easy, huh? Well then. Guess I'll be heading out. See you later, Cat.
Great.
That was Kadik.
Whatever this machine is, so this is the big science project, huh? Neat.
Serpent guide you.
You can't be serious granting them an audience. This is exactly the impression we don't want to give.
Please, Jamal. Don't you see how all this works in our favor? It's not up for discussion. I won't risk what we've worked so hard to achieve. It's done.
No, you'd risk our future and reputation as a house. But you are the chosen elder.
Ah, don't patronize me. The Great Serpent spared our house. We are favored here. And shouldn't you get back to the council? We can't afford to be absent at a time like this.
I guarantee I'm not missing much. But you're right. I'll be heading back soon enough. Yes?
What Mujin did was bold, and in no way acceptable or condoned. Since you exposed Okeem, we'll be reviewing our policy for new House members. I've heard of Mujin's actions. He will be dealt with.
That's the. There's some like side missions that are better than the fucking, like, that are better than the damn main missions. That's what sucks.
So, Akris has sent our newest Vindicator to inquire about Sahima. Don't worry, Jamal's already told me all about you. I'm Razma, Elder of House Kadik and head of the Ministry of Conjunction. Well, it's also an honor to meet one as interesting as yourself. I wouldn't have suspected an outsider to be made promised. But who am I to argue with the Great Serpent's choice? I know the Council is looking to Sahima for answers. But the truth is, she's been taken, along with other members of the House. They're being held hostage by Zealots. And now they're demanding negotiations.
Dealing with Zealots is never pretty.
The Zealots have yet to name specifics. At best, they'll demand an inordinate amount of credits or firearms. Worst case, a seat at the High Council or even the reinstatement of their house. House Malene. They know we can't risk Sahima for Dazra's sake. So, they won't hold back when it comes to demands. They had a house. House Malene was abandoned a long time ago, but there are some who'd want to see it reinstated. House Malene was fully dedicated to Jandar Varun. They objected when his brother, Jarek, was chosen to take over as leader. They knew he would bring an end to the Serpent's Crusade. Jinan Varun had twin sons, Jarek and Jandar fully supported the Serpent's Crusade, and to many in House Malene. Aha. My thought. Normally I'd have agents doing everything possible to find them. But we too suffered losses. We need to be here. Present. I couldn't risk more lives. It's the only reason I even agreed to these negotiations. But now that you're here, I can finally take action. Of course. I saw the chance as demanding. And that's where I don't know where the Zealots are keeping Sahima. Their name is Merrick. Merrick is a Kadik, and they also work for me as an agent in the Ministry of Conjunction. This is where... As I said, Merrick works for me in the Ministry of Conjunction. They've been establishing an inside relationship with the Zealots for some time now, on my orders. Forcing them to give up the information could jeopardize all they've worked for. so don't expect them to be forthcoming. Get the information any way you see fit, as long as no physical harm comes to them.
No physical harm? I suppose I can charm it out of them.
Merrick is proud of what they've accomplished, so I doubt. If being persuasive isn't your strong suit, perhaps appealing to their substantial ego may help. Just don't be direct. I'm sure it would put them on the defensive. Either that, or make them What better way to surveil a threat? It's important for us to know what... See that you do. You'll find Merrick.
He's in.
May the Great Serpent bless you.
You're no member of House Kadik. What are you doing here? Oh, so you're the heretic turned vindicator who thinks they're one of us now. So tell me, what would a chosen one such as yourself want with someone like me? Oh, I certainly don't. I may have many talents, but mind reading isn't one of them. Did she now? I guess this means the High Council is still asking Auntie Razma where Sahima is. I see what's going on here. Well, I am one of the few to garner any amount of trust with the Zealots, so she should be. I can't imagine where the Ministry of Conjunction would be without me. Yes, I can see the jealousy all over their faces. It's nice to see I'm being properly recognized. I may excel in my skills, but it doesn't mean the hours I put in are any less. Exactly. There's still research, analysis, documentation. Too much documentation, if you ask me. But altogether, I have the exact talents needed to do this job, which is why I was entrusted with the Zealots in the first place. I admit it hasn't always been easy. They are Zealots, you know. Some days, it takes everything. I can't even tell you how much time and effort it's been to sway the Zealots my way. Not to mention the stress over my own personal well-being. I may be the best at what I do, but I'm not stupid. The Zealots do have the element of... I was wondering when your own agenda would come into play. I've worked hard to obtain my position with the Zealots. And like I've told Rosma 1,000 times, I have no reason to believe they're going to hurt my dear cousins, especially Sahima. So, as far as I'm concerned, that information stays with me. As much as I... But they could be a... I suppose you have... Don't get me wrong. True. All right. If word spreads, I'll know exactly. The location you're looking for is Shadow Station. It's an old Varun base that they've taken over for themselves. Rosma will know it. Let her tell you the details, seeing as how I'm about to be reassigned. Isn't the answer obvious? The Zealot, all that hard work, thrown out the window because someone refuses to It better.
When the time's right, I'd appreciate a chat. Yeah, sorry if Lillian and me got a little heated. No, I'm careful about it. I mean, I try and not... Lillian. But it is always... Back when I was a Rain... I'm meant to be. It calls to me. But one day, Sid tried to convince
I heard all this shit.
She shot me down. We were making each other. It's funny, our latest... I told her what you told me. I just know. But Lillian... Nah, don't be. Cora's been stood up, always for the best, but at a certain point... You are just too damn wise for your... Well, somebody... for now...
I pray you were successful. You must have gotten the location. I figured they wouldn't be completely forthcoming. If my intel is correct, you can find Shadow Station Epsilon in the Badlands, north of Dazra. I can send you the coordinates. Epsilon was once a research station. The Zealots have since vastly expanded. The Shadow Stations were a series of secret military... The idea was to have... This way, if one fell, it wouldn't endanger. The sooner the better.
We'll bring everyone back safe and sound.
Now that we have a rescue mission underway, I'll speak to Merrick about setting up the negotiations. I expect them to be pliable after their last encounter with you. The current plan is to hold them at one of the geothermal power stations. Meet us there when Sahima and the others are safe. It's a fairly neutral, the geothermal if memory serves, I see you have a I'll stall the... That being said... Now, Jamal...
Vindicator, a word before you go. Tell me, Vindicator, what do you know about the Zealot? I'm impressed. You've already learned quite a bit from your time with us. The Zealots are widely frowned upon within our society. They're a remnant of the Serpent's Crusade, days we'd like to forget. Has my dear sister given you any history on our house's relations with the... I see. Razma would have everyone believe she only wishes to keep an eye on the Zealots.
Her sisters?
So the council can make informed decisions. The truth is, she's had this particular
Like,
group of Zealots under her thumb for quite some
religious
time.
sisters.
This is only a problem now because she's lost control.
Hey, what's up,
That
Biggs?
is the real
Sorry I
reason
didn't see
why
or
Razma
Diggs.
hasn't informed the High Council,
Just
and
seen your
I'm
message.
sworn to silence.
How you doing, man?
I don't know.
How you doing, Diggs?
Playing both sides has its benefits, even if they are zealots.
I try to keep up with chat, but
Exactly. House Kadik already has a reputation for being sympathetic to the Zealots. But the truth is far worse. Razma wants the Zealots to back House Kadik, so the balance of power between the noble houses would shift to us. She's been employing them, paying them in supplies that aid their blind crusade. There are several members who are sympathetic toward them or their cause. Some see beyond their extremist veneer and believe they're just misguided. A very small few may believe Jandar truly was the rightful heir, but none would ever admit it. I'm certain it's the case that members of the other houses feel the same. House Kadik is just the only one who's been exposed for it.
I heard it. Whoops. What happened? It's my bad. All right.
The council knows nothing of her work with the Zealots, and I aim to keep it that way. All elders have their own ambitions. What none of us expected was the disaster that is the Scaled Citadel. The aftermath is what allowed the Zealots to grab Sahima and the others, flipping the balance of power in their favor. Razma has lost control and is putting House Kadik's And that's what I wish to speak to you about. House Kadik shouldn't be associating with Zealots at all, except on an extermination level. But worse, we absolutely cannot be supplying them with ordnance of any kind. We need to cut ties with the Zealots altogether. How astute. I want you to put an end to any connections between House Kadik and the Zealots. And while my position won't allow me to be blunt, I'll still make it clear. Should the hostages not survive, Razma would blame the Zealots and cut all ties.
What?
You'd sacrifice family for clout? That's low.
I'm doing what I must to preserve this house. All you need to get is Sahima's research, which she has with her. Think about it if you must. But if you care about your people, you'll come to the same conclusion as I have. And when you do,
Right back.
just know that
Let's see.
I trust you'll make the right decision.
Yeah, I'm not gonna fucking
Chosen.
not gonna commit to anything. To me, the task at hand is. Let's see. Task at hand is to save the hostages, and that's what we're gonna do. That's what we're gonna do. Save the hostages. It'd be cool if you can like talk to him, like, what you think.
Well, let's get stuff. He's talking about me as my Well, we managed an entire. I kept waiting for the firework. It was like bathroom hygiene. No, that's it then.
What is this thing over here?
From such a vantage, what better place to contemplate the nature of the great serpent?
Will I ever see my family again?
Great serpent, grant your mercy to this lost soul.
They ain't got shit. They ain't got shit. I kind of want to play some Skyrim though, to be honest. Whee. Dude, I just wish they can let us call our fucking rover, you know? Whoa, 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 what the hell? Dude, that spaceship.
I've gotten worse shaving. Time to tango. Oh, hurts.
Whoops.
Never wise to be in my way. Grab everything useful.
What is this? What is this? Fucking melee. He's over shooting with guns. And his fucking melee. Have some groat. Some groat. There's some groat pie.
Found him. Gonna get your blood pumping, huh?
Some groat pie. Some groat tacos. I wish he had done groat tacos. That'd be funny. You hit him. Dude, I'm right here. Dude, what the hell? These fucking guns suck. A lot of these dudes. Shit, let me see.
Peekaboo. This is my favorite part. Heads hit. This feels like old times.
Damn.
My friend? Ah! Damn it. They're gone.
We mustn't allow the heretic to escape!
Today's not gonna be your day, pal. All you took one.
Shit. Shit. Ah, fuck. There's too much.
Here to help. That zealot had a key. You have to get me out of here.
Let me pee. Let me pee again. Hold on. I'll be right back.
me. There are others. The Zealots have been using them to force me to continue my research here. They think I have all the answers since the original experiment was a catastrophic failure.
Who knew the Zealots could make a right call?
The original experiment. The one that took out half of Dazra and sealed off the scale. I'm sorry. I realize the elders and council members may not be properly disseminating this info. I'm not one for politics, obviously. Well, the Zealots think they are forcing me to continue. They want me to apply my theories to Anasco's scaled citadel debacle. Are you saying my theory is correct? I knew it! I told them their algorithms and insufficient tests. But no, no one wants to listen to me. Not the girl who put people twice my age to shame when it came to a... Of course. This is what it would take for Razma to send someone... I'm only family by name. I overheard the Zealots mention negotiating with House Khadij. Not only does the High Council deem me important, but Razma needs... I get it. With pleasure, but the Zealots aren't aware of how I've been delving into their systems here. I told them I needed full access if they expect me to replicate the Nazca's... They think I'm applying my theories to their poor excuse for technology down here. Granted, I could probably make it work if I had to. Right. Focus. The other hostages are being kept just beyond this room. I can disengage the locks to their cell and grant you access to an elevator in the room beyond that will take them to safety. You just have to clear out that area first, and the Zealots down there are... different. The Zealots you'll encounter beyond here are... altered somehow. To be made thus would be to show them the great Oh, I'm not... While you get the rescue underway, I'm going to set up certain I'll meet you and the others. And a well-thought-out one. I just need enough... Think of it as a fail. You sure will.
I can't fucking move.
are you? You aren't a zealot.
Here to help?
Who are you? Thank the serpent. I wish it were that easy. The zealots separated us. Our brethren are still out there. Please, I can ready my people here, but you'll have to deal with the zealots and rescue the others so we may all... We'll be ready.
Never mess with
Great serpent, protect. Thank the serpent. I thought I was done for. Thank you. Thank you.
Serpent, save me. The great serpent has heard me.
We all made it. We're safe. You did it! It's true what they say. The air really does smell fresher.
Serpent bless you. We owe you our lives. Thank you.
Now, it's time for you to head back. I'm going to stay back a moment and make sure everyone here is okay to make it back safely. I'll catch up with you shortly. Just Have I mentioned I'm sick of people telling me what to do? I'll be there when it...
Let's get out of here.
By the serpent, you did it.
The great serpent himself.
Right back. All right. Where do I go? What this is. You got ship, dude. Oh, it's like abandoned or something. Like my ship I had. Like reverse boosters or something.
Is your intent to be unreasonable the whole time? I thought this was a negotiation.
We're having a friendly chat, aren't we? It's not my fault you don't find my offers acceptable.
Nah, just the person I wanted to see. Please tell me you bring good news. Exactly what I wanted to hear.
Razma, who is this? You allow any commoner to just waltz in on official business. I'd expect better security from House Kadik.
This is hardly official business.
Yes. And now these so-called negotiations are over.
Over? You'd risk everything after the whispers of a stranger. I demand to know who this is. You think I care about Anasko Varun, son of a traitor? Only a complete fool would expect me to believe this.
It's true, Mihail. And if you don't leave now, peacefully, I'll make sure your ships and Shadow Station Epsilon are made dust.
You... How did you... You're bluffing.
Test me. You think a genius mind like mine wouldn't find a way to hack into every system
so
in your
dark?
base? This remote device will launch a virus that will detonate systems within Epsilon, and reach your ships as well.
You realize how this may affect future partnerships, Razma. You'd jeopardize our connections.
It jeopardizes nothing. It merely restores the natural order.
The natural order. I could take you all out here and now. You know every one of us is prepared to answer the Serpent's call.
You're so willing to sacrifice your allies at Shadow Station Epsilon?
You don't think they're as prepared as we are? We all answer the call, and if that day is today, so be it. No, but it's the death they know is possible. Besides, you think I'd turn my back on the insults thrown here today?
You mean, do we think you'd throw away your life? And the lives of everyone at Shadow Station Epsilon over your pride, Mihail? No. I, for one, don't think you will. And you can't deny our partnerships have been beneficial for us both.
We'll see. Any still alive would... The Serpent would lose. My brethren would... Enough talking! This ends now.
Okeen is lucky.
All the accurses will be made to dust.
House Kadik is in your debt.
As am I. I owe you my life.
Tahima, you are a part of this house.
I know. I just wanted to say thank you.
That's where you get shit on all the time.
And here, it's the research and algorithm the High Council wants. I'm sure they'll appreciate it more coming from you. You're welcome. It's been If you have any spare time... Great. You can find me at the Great House whenever you get the chance.
We'll talk later, Sahima. As I was saying, how's Kadi? You've helped me maintain a... And one day it will. I'd appreciate it if you kept this. Huh. If you're referring to the others involved know better than to speak. You seem to be now.
You've served House Kadik well today.
He don't have nothing. Like, why doesn't he have like a badass gun that I can like salvage from him? You know?
Remember?
They're so fucking dumb, dude, sometimes. It's like they don't know how to make games. Fucked up, man. Like, it really is fucked up. Like, this guy does not have. That's all he has. That's what he has. So dumb, dude. I'm gonna do that. Let me see. Go to Cheyenne.
Spent most of my life trying to escape this place.
Pretty shitty though.
Hey, Dad.
What are some stuff I can drop? I'm gonna sell those. I sell this shit if I can.
Want to hear a joke?
Sure, Sweet Pea. Yo, man, can always use a laugh.
Okay. Who can jump high? Here's a skyscraper in New Atlantis.
I don't know. Who?
Everybody! Skyscrapers can't jump!
Oh, that's cool. That light turned on.
are coming soon. No time to talk.
Damn, already?
The Rock might have some work for someone like you.
Who?
Everyone needs supplies. I get all kinds. Well, all.
Where's the secret? It.
I'm no scientist, but that looks like it can do some damage.
Power grid access has made all... Ah, were you able... Perfect. I have... If only the others had listened to her, we may not have lost so much of our great city. It shouldn't take me long to install her work. Uploading Sahima's algorithm. Plugging in the necessary variables. It is done. Vindicator, will you do us the honor? Sahima's research and algorithm have proven to be even more vital than I estimated. All personnel to stations. Clear the platform.
Activating power grid interlink.
Powering grav drive.
Field projector. Standing by.
Oh, she has like a gun.
Extending stabilizers.
Grav field. Stable.
Capacitors fully charged.
All stations reporting. Ready to proceed with targeting.
Targeting system engaged.
Calibrating lens array.
Adjusting counterweights.
Locking axial tilt. Device is in position.
It's time. On your mark.
Get set. Go.
Fire!
This shelters the shell of the world.
Focus.
Beam on target. Power
Compensating
drive
for
feeding
recoil.
capacity.
It is working. Steady.
10 feet to detecting graviton flux.
Fluctuations in the grav field.
Hold. Hold! We cannot fail the speaker now.
Rerouting power.
Burning out.
Enough! Shut it down!
Cutting power.
Grav drive cycling down.
Turning to 0 points.
Retracting stabilizers.
Shutdown complete.
Clear! Well done, all. Well done. We have done all we can. I am sure the Council is waiting to speak with you. Now that we have access to full
O'Keefe.
count, we've been able to run proper tests.
The great work falls to you.
I was not certain this would work, but it seems the Serpent has blessed us.
You have always lacked faith, Dulkev.
One could argue that faith got us into this mess in the first place.
Enough! It is time for action, not bickering.
Agreed. We must secure the Citadel. Send in everyone.
Are you mad? We have no idea how stable this is. No idea what is happening inside. You saw yourself. We barely had a plan for the device. We are lucky to have made it this far.
Was there something else?
You know what would be really cool if they made like legendary routes? You know, like, hey, at this certain area you get a chance of getting this legendary gun drop.
I cannot argue with that. Committing a large force is impossible. There have been reports of increased zealot activity, no doubt in response to what we have been doing.
It would be unwise to leave Dazra even more vulnerable than it already is.
And, to be candid, we have no idea what will happen to anyone entering the Citadel. We must minimize the potential risk. It is only fitting that it should be you.
Really? I do not doubt our newest member's conviction, but...
What else can we do? Save as much as you can. Save it all, if possible, but... the Speaker must be your priority. Do whatever it takes to bring Anasco.
I get credit for it.
You are not the first to argue the point, but now is hard. When you have returned, we will speak again.
Oh, of course. Let's see, where's a... base timer. Pew, 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 pew. I think FaceTime would be better. Got some frames for some reason. Why are my frames so low now? That's not... Why does that shit cause so much fucking frame drops? That's the problem with this game too, is like stuff like that causes frame drops.
You're really here. Oh, I feared what I saw. That connection we made was yet another vision. This is real, is it not? I knew the serpent would deliver me from this nightmare, that there must be some way out. Every time I have attempted to leave this place, I find myself lost, wandering, unable to see. There is nothing out there. Tell me, what of Dazra? The people of House Faroon? I have had terrible visions, a dreadful sense of loss.
Damn, I gotta offer some.
Your loyalty is noted, and indeed appreciated. I cannot help but mourn all that we have lost. All that I have caused. You must believe me. We meant none of this. All of the research, the calculations. We thought we could contain it. ever wanted to help, to improve, to elevate House Coulson. Shut it down? The chain reaction that started, it is self-sustaining. We tried everything. We had hoped we could complete the experiment, but then the vortex interlock burned out. You have one.
Oh my God.
You? I can feel the power from here. Then the Serpent truly has sent you to us. I wish I could guarantee your safety, but I am graced by the Serpent and have retained my faculties. So many of my people were not as fortunate. You will have no choice but to deal with them.
All right.
The reactor level is below us. Bring the interlock there. We will need it if we wish to see.
This is great. Just don't tell Cora about this one.
Like I said, I wish I had a legendary of this one.
Second.
Let's get off in a minute, man. Now.
Security lockdown.
I'm gonna save it right here. I'll be back. I'll be right back.